To come in the room. Let me first apologize. I know you guys have been waiting on your reading, and I apologize about that. You know that I love you, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading, Capricorn. I am trying to debate if I should start with the tarot or if I should start with the astro deck. And what I want to do, I want to start off with one card with the tarot. And then we're going to get to the astro deck. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I want to get your overall energy, Capricorn, just to see where you are, where your head is at. We're going to see. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Let's see what's happening here with you, Capricorn. Hey, Mehar. Hey. All right. Let's see. This is for Capricorn. Let's see what's coming out here for Capricorn. Capricorn, you flipped here. This is so funny. I was actually doing a pre-read for you earlier. Almost every card that came out had something to do with your energy. You had the Devil card, you had Saturn, you had a few cards that talked about structure, discipline, and you being in your Lord's energy, which is Saturn. Eight of Pentacles is that. Hard workers. And it's so generic, right? Like every time you look up the definition of Capricorn, that's like the generic, definition of what it is. But truly, that's where you guys are. You are in this energy of, I am in my bag. Bag, i.e., means your material wealth and also what you're able to obtain emotionally. Don't get it twisted. This does not mean that you're only focused on your money. It does not mean that. And I also feel like for you, you're building something. I actually told this to either Virgo or Sagittarius one time. You are building something that's going to be worth protecting. Is that not what I'm getting? If you guys are not, achieving something, like there's really no use for you. You're kind of like, just kick me out the room. I don't care. Throw me in a bucket somewhere. Okay. Because there's no use for me here. You have to be active and you have to be achieving something at this time. Eight of Pentacles talks about building, period. That is building relationships of all kinds, some friendships, some romantic relationships, some partnerships with business. This is where you are. So it's like, it's not too emotional. I'm not saying you being too emotional about anything. I see you being very practical about the way that you're moving right now. Now, if I had to say how you are emotionally, I will say on point maturity. Your emotional state right now is, I know what I want. I'm going to go after what I want, and I'm not going to settle. I love your energy. Can I just say that? Can I say that, Capricorn? I love your energy. And I'm not really schmoozing, because it's not like I know any Capricorns personally. I really don't. Okay. But for you, that's what I'm seeing. But I feel like part of the reason why you're emotionally mature right now is because of your experiences. Hello. Eight of Pentacles talks about, okay, I didn't get here overnight. Yeah, so don't be making it seem like, I'm emotionally mature because I was born that way. No, Eight of Pentacles talks about it took time for me to actually get there. And I'm not saying that you're not moody. I'm not saying that you don't have your days, because I'm pretty sure there's somebody around you right now accusing you of being moody and a little condescending. Okay, because we already know you are the intellectual sign. You are very wise, and sometimes you make people feel a little small. But that's who you are. It's not that you're making people feel small. It's just like maybe sometimes people feel small under you because of what you have accomplished. But anyway. We're gonna move. That's one card, by the way. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and move this to the side. I'm not going to do you this way because I've done everyone's astro cards and I want to do your astro cards. So I'm not going to go ahead and get on live and not do your astro cards. This is saying what's in the sky for you. Okay. So let's see what's happening here for you, Capricorn. Let's get it. Capricorn. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Neptune. Neptune is illusions. You know, the Eight of Pentacles is a very practical card because it is a pentacle. But the Neptune is the opposite of that. Maybe this is your challenge. And everyone has challenges, right? So like if you were talking to a friend and Neptune came into the door and Neptune sat on the couch, I would say, ooh, you're friends with Neptune right now? You'll be like, what are you talking about? Like, well, Neptune kind of make things a little dreamy. They're not really reality. And so I would ask you, you know, how's your life? How Neptune, how you're doing, right? Neptune is going to be like, oh, everything is fine. My relationships are fine. I'm in love. Nothing is really going on right now, but it's only putting up a front. Because Neptune is saying something really is going on, whether you want to face it or not. That's what Neptune is basically about. But see, you are practical. So why are you in this illusion? And what is it about? Who is it about? I personally feel like this has something to do mostly with relationships because you guys are tip-top shape when it comes down to your work and career. You guys understand exactly what you're doing when it comes down to your money, when it comes down to what you want to create. You're masterful at everything that you do. That's no problem with that. Your problem come in when it comes down to your relationships. Romantic relationships is Neptune. You're like a sponge right now. And for some of you, you are like soaking up negative energy. Your ecosystem is unhealthy. Ooh. Neptune is bringing in some type of swampish energy. Meaning that for a lot of you, sorry. It's my light. Give me a second. I was in my flow. My light had to cut off. So basically what it means for some of you guys are allowing certain people to be in your life and they don't need to be there. And it's having an effect on you. It's very spongy. It's somebody that you're around. Now, who the hell is this? I want to find out who it is, but it's somebody that you're around and you're like, you're so busy trying to help somebody, or you're so busy trying to be at service to this person because you can. Because part of you is almost, you got this Superman complex, right? But you don't realize that you're being damaged in the process. I want to find out who this is. That's what Neptune is basically saying. Let's get one more before we get into your tarot. Should have known. Oh, there's the expansion. Hello, shout out to you. Listen, one thing about Capricorn is like, listen, I may be dreamy. I know sometimes I may not be thinking right, but one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be about my grind. I'm going to be about my money. I'm going to expand. If I want a 2-bedroom condo, I'm going to have a 2-bedroom condo in about like a year and a half. I'm going to work hard for that. I never see any issues with your money. I've told you this plenty of times. You have problems with communication with someone, though. Someone does not open up to you. Someone does not vocalize how they feel. They refuse to vocalize how they feel. They're not really real with you. And sometimes the communication isn't even true because it's hitting a Neptune card. Remember I said we're having a conversation with Neptune? You ask your person a question and they tell you what you want to hear. Now, see, this can happen even with your friends. 2 years down the line, you ask them a question that you asked them today, and they're going to turn around. They're going to turn it on you. You say, hey, what is it about? How are you doing? How are you feeling? They say what you want to hear, but they don't tell you the truth. You find out the truth 2 years later. You're dealing with people like this. And I don't know who the hell this is. Like I said, this can come from a lover. This can come from friends, sometimes even family members. But there is some deception and some communication here. I'm going to go ahead and pull these cards to the side for a second. We're going to get to the nitty gritty of this. We're going to go into the tarot. We're going to see what this is all about. This is for Capricorn. Let's see what's coming out here for Capricorn. Sorry, I don't like the sound of these cards, but this is the only way I can shuffle. It's the only way. I don't like pulling from the top, right? It's just not my vibe. Four of Pentacles. You are holding so much in. You see this Think card? You see this Think card? You guys really are the Superman of the zodiac. Because see, with this Four of Pentacles, it's like I'm going to hold it together. I'm going to make sure I hold it together. No one would even know what's going on with me. They won't have the slightest idea that I'm like breaking down on the inside. There's a lot of things that's going on with you that you're holding in. You're holding back. For some of you, like I said before, there are people that you need to you need to express something to somebody. You're not even expressing it because you feel like you can handle it. That's your gift and your curse. Feeling like you can handle what someone else is dishing. And there's also this energy where you need to let somebody go and you're convincing yourself that it's okay to stay. Two of Pentacles. This is interesting because Capricorn, you're going to be faced with needing to make a decision in the future about a person, about leaving, about staying, about what you want, basically what's going to be practical for you. Like, let's say you're in a relationship right now, and I'm just using this as an example. This could be with anybody. Let's say in a romantic relationship, you're really sweet on somebody. You really love someone. You really like somebody, right? You could be living with them or whatever, but something about them is not cohesive. Something about them is not clicking. And then you're going to be put in a position where I don't know what they do. I don't know if something that you find out, or maybe they spent money that you gave them the card, they overspent. I don't know. Something that they're going to do that's going to put you in a dilemma where you're going to have to make a decision to either walk away or stay. And I see a lot of you are holding on maybe to an idea of the person, because I don't really see this person is really doing anything for you. They feel very like have this imbalance, maybe with money and even mentally. Like it's something about them. It's off to me. I feel like you feel this person is very attractive, okay? But I'm not seeing where this person is even giving you anything that will make you stable. And for some of you, this person is juggling you and somebody else. I do have to also say that part of that expansion, that a lot of you are going to be working 2 different jobs. When I say that you're going to be busy, you're going to be busy. Like some of you are going to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and you won't go to sleep until 1. Either that's with one job that you have because this is your career, or this is like 2 different things that you're doing because you refuse to have one job because you just want to obtain certain material wealth for yourself. I don't really care if it's 1 job or 2. I'm just letting you know that you're going to be working extremely hard at this point. And if you have not started that, that's something that I'm seeing is going to happen. A lot of working hard. This is not like, oh, you work really hard. No, you're going to be working your ass off. And some of you already got 2 jobs. So I'm saying you're going to have 2 jobs, or you're going to have 1 job, and then you're going to have like a side hustle that like you do 8 and 9 hours with. Like you're not going to have a lot of a resting period right now. Okay, so I'm just saying be aware of that, because for some of you, this could be schooling as well. This could be like you got a full-time job and you're also in school. You're going to be extremely busy. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at the computer. Sorry, these cards are extremely crooked. My bad. This is for Capricorn. Queen of Cups. This is crazy. Has something ended with you and somebody already? You know, you guys already know that I am a prediction reader. Okay, the Two of Pentacles is letting me know that you're already at this point where you're needing to make a decision to release somebody. I don't know. I hate to say this, but I kind of feel like you have. And if you haven't, you will. And then look at how you respond. The Queen of Cups is like emotional. You're like, okay, like I know that right now I'm sad, but I got to be reasonable about this. This person really ain't good for me. This is the reason why Think card came out. You got to think about this. Like before you even make any type of decision, you thought about it. And I'm telling you right now, Neptune has been keeping you in a position where something, it looks a certain way, but it is not that way, especially with whoever you're dealing with. No, I'm not seeing it. This is creating illusions, making everyone believe that you're happy in your marriage and you're really not. Making everyone believe that you have a cohesive partnership with somebody, and it ain't nowhere near that way. I'm not even seeing it in this reading. Something isn't right. And some of you are going to be surprised because you feel like you're in a good connection until your partner comes to you on some shit. Neptune is talking about something that's hidden. And I'm telling you, you're going to find something out here, because the Two of Pentacles in the future is like, okay, you sprung this up on me. Now I'm going to have to make a decision about what to do with you. Thanks. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. I want to talk about the single people. Single people, this is not really a really harsh reading for you. You know, for you, I see that you're just dating. Of course, with the Two of Pentacles, you could have options. You have different people that you are dealing with. I'm not seeing you in a real connection right now anyway. Like I said before, how are you going to be in a connection with someone when you're barely able to like keep your eyes open because you're working so much? Either you're working or you're in school. This is the reason why I'm talking about your money and everything so much in this reading, because that's going to have effect on your dating. There's going to be a lot of that. Okay. So I do feel like there's someone that you're interested in. Yes. And I feel like there's someone that you're going to be seeing from time to time. Yes. But as far as like, you know, someone that you're like, oh yeah, we're in a committed relationship, I'm not seeing that right now. I feel like possibly within 6 months, but not at the moment. But there is definitely someone that you're interested in. Yes. Let's see. This is for Capricorn. Yep. Told you. I told you. There's nothing here that even remotely talks about the Three of Swords or the Four of Swords. Nothing was here. And that said that somebody's going to spring something up on you. If you know how to read, you can see that from a mile away. Now, why are you got three swords. You got 1, 2, 3. That is pain. And then you had it again at the bottom of the deck. That means someone has done something or said something to you that you did not expect. Remember, when we were talking about that Neptune, I knew it when I saw the Neptune. I'm like, oh shit, somebody's about to find out something. And I really don't think that a lot of you are expecting this in the way of, and I'm saying this, some of you have been fronting, like you're miserable behind closed doors. Your parents just think that you and your partner are just, peach king, ain't nothing happening with y'all. No, I don't think it's that. I think that for you, you've been living in a dream world, and your person is going to spring something up on you that you just didn't know, right? Because it's happening through some type of communication. We saw that earlier with thinking. Someone says something to you that now you're going to have to think, it's going to put you in this mind space where that's the only thing you're going to be thinking about. It's going to hurt you. It's not going to be something that you can't overcome. I just feel like the way that you are responding to them is you are an inconsiderate bastard. Like, how could you? Were you even thinking about me when you did that? Okay. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles. And then at the bottom of the deck, there it is, 4 of Cups. Love is sitting at the top of a tree. Just like clockwork. That Neptune was the telltale. You see how the Knight of Pentacles is hitting the Two of Pentacles? And what did I say the Two of Pentacles was? The Two of Pentacles is you needing to make a decision. And you are hesitant with even deciding. Because you're very careful about what you do. And we already talked about your practicality. We already talked about you don't make quick decisions because everything that you do has some kind of thought behind it. That's why you have think. But I don't like the fact that the 4 of Cups is here. 4 of Cups is letting me know that something is being separated in a way. There's a shock factor here where now you may not be with your person. You may not be with them any longer after this decision. Oh, you even had the King of Swords that came out at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Rational thinking. We're talking about making decisions based on practicality, the King of Swords. And there's no feelings behind this. And I kind of feel like the way that someone tells you something almost feels very cold. Okay. So like I said, I'm not really sure who's doing this, but the King of Swords is a cutting off. Now, whether this is you sleeping in another room or you guys are leaving to move to a different place or something like that, I do see that there's going to be some sort of separation because there's longing in your read. Someone is longing for someone that's no longer around. Okay? And I feel like that's what you're going to experience. But I feel like this is meant to happen. The reason why is because there's something better out there for you. I don't believe that expand would be at the bottom of the deck if this was not something that was meant to happen. In the beginning of this, we talked about your boundaries. I think I did. I don't know. That could have been in a pre-read, but you had a lot of Capricorn energy, right? And we already know anything that deals with Saturn talks about structure and discipline. And it's talking about how for you not to allow someone to overstep their boundaries with you where they feel like they can take advantage. Remember, we were talking about the sponge, okay? I just don't think that you were in a healthy eco environment with someone in particular. I don't care if this is a family member. I don't care if this is a lover. Something here was not right. And I feel like this really is a divine intervention type of thing. Because at the end of things, you're expanding. And then here with the 6 of Wands, this talks about being more optimistic. And this is talking about success. Okay. So yeah, are you guys prepared for, this change up, this environment? But mostly it talks about making rational decisions. And a lot of you are going to be at this place where once you make a decision, your life is going to look a lot different. Okay. But this is what I have for you here, Capricorn. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys back here again soon. Bye, guys.